Like I said, my name's Ange Wild, and I'm just a community member like the rest of you guys. So, the way I've started participating in this space is by buying some software nodes, mining some cryptocurrency from those software nodes, and really getting involved and learning and educating myself about the blockchain space, this new Web 4 reality that we're walking into, AI, which is, it's here whether you like it or not. And hopefully by the end of this call, you're in love with what's coming with AI and the potential of owning it yourself. My heart is all about decentralization. I can see that our current systems are broken. And when I say broken, I probably mean more controlled and broken for the use that we believe we are receiving. So I'm sure it's very well put together for the people benefiting. And that's just unfortunately not the community that I see thinks it's built for. I think it's built for the elite and the capitalists that are really benefiting from the current systems. So I'd love for you to take a photo of this screen. This is our disclaimers. Let me simplify this legal page for you in plain English. There's definitely no hype, no guarantees, just value and transparency. I'm not offering a get rich quick scheme here. We're offering tools and education. I often get asked, is this a Ponzi? I'm like, quite the opposite. There is a strict blockchain legal team as part of this community and movement. If you research, and I suggest do your own research, if you research blockchain, research anything that we're doing here, we have the DGF paperwork that's all legally written, and it's all going through the blockchain. So quite the opposite to a Ponzi scheme, which in my mind, by definition, is people making money out of money starting from the top, where the people at the bottom don't make any money. So these are businesses on the blockchain that you can take your part in, and it's cryptocurrency. So we know it's all above board when it's on the exchanges. This is about empowerment through education and tech, and you're responsible for your journey. We're just helping to illuminate the path and educate. Like I said, I knew nothing about Bitcoin, crypto, blockchain. I wish I had have been part of a community that educated me. And now we get to create that space as people interested in this new technology. So here's the summary. The disclaimer summary is this may contain forward-looking statements. I might talk a little bit about the potential income. There's no earnings claims or financial advice, though. The digital rewards are for utility. Do your own research. And the information provided is for educational purposes, like I said. Nodes and blockchain are governed by the DGF, which is the Distributed Governance Framework. And I'd be more than happy to provide you all with those. You can find them all on any of the brand's websites. It's public knowledge. It's all open and transparent. So like I said, I think that any of you that have been invited here by me, and I'm sure the ripple effect is far and wide, I feel like we all know that there's a problem that we've felt but rarely talked about, that our systems are broken. And like I said, when I say broken, I feel controlled might be a better way to describe it. I feel they're controlled to line the pockets of big corporation. When we think about industries like our energy industry, our farming, food, agriculture industry, our healthcare industry, our finance industry, we see that in energy that people are overpaying. I see here on my local community groups every single week, single mums, for instance, saying that they're one power bill increase away from being homeless and having to live in their car because they can no longer afford their power bills. In food, I don't know about you guys or what country you're from, but here in Australia, they've just put lab-grown meat on the shelves. We're in a very devastating state in the food farming and agriculture industry, and it really needs to be changed. So we're buying direct from farmers and cutting out big corp. I'm not sure if a lot of you know, but 10 major corporations own our food industry, and that's just not okay. That level of control is not okay. In healthcare, we treat symptoms, not root causes. I have this conversation often around the medical and pharmaceutical industry, that it's somewhat upside down and back to front. And it seems to me very clearly that it's a money-making scheme, not about our health and prevention. And in finance, the finance system is just, it's an abomination. If you have a look at any banking sector on this planet, it's a few hold the power while many are left behind. So I'm sure most of us have got a lot to say about this space. So let's talk about what's coming at us fast. AI, artificial intelligence. AI is accelerating faster than any technology we've seen before. When I look at big businesses like ChatGPT, um, Apple, when I look at Google, when I look at Facebook as a social media platform, they've been created so fast. And with technology getting better and quicker, I feel like we're starting to grow faster and faster. Somebody who I know, Jim Bunch, who is a digital tech genius, he was saying the other day that we're 20 months away from AI being sentient. And when I really dug deep into that, sentient is having self generated thoughts. It's having emotionally driven decision making capability. So people were saying that AI will never be emotional. I think it's learnt emotional intelligence. I don't think it physically, like, well, there's no entity. So it doesn't have like visceral feeling. However, I understand that from technology's perspective, we've given it and fed it enough data. It knows how to think like us intellectually and now emotionally. And that's pretty scary. I saw something the other day that artificial intelligence is tracking our teens when they delete, when, say, a young girl deletes multiple selfies, that it's now knowing to target advertise her with face augmentation procedures and face creams and makeup and filters. So it is thinking for us. It knows a teenage girl is sad, unhappy, and doesn't like herself when she's deleting selfies. So we've given it enough data, and put this in the memory bank as we go through this presentation. Data is the key here. We've given AI so much data, it knows how to think for itself and think on behalf of us. ChatGPT reached 1 million users in 5 days. 5 days. And by 2 months, it had reached 100 million. And so ChatGPT has been around for a little while now in the big scheme of technology. You know, time moves fast. So imagine what's possible as we move into Web 4. We've got social media at our fingertips with billions of people that we can access. Just think about what's possible when we think about growing new technology now and accumulating new data. So, through all this information, and all this transformation through every click, every word spoken, every movement, like I was saying, big tech has watched and collected. They've listened to us through our microphones, through our conversations. They've picked up keywords and they've learnt us and they've profited. So, what we know when you look at this slide, that big data collects all the micro information and it uses it to create profit. Like, if you agree, drop in the chat thread that you agree. That gets to end today, guys. And I'm really excited by this. This is really interesting. I don't know if we consider history and the internet, but let's take a quick look at how the internet's evolved. Because to understand where we're going next to Web 4, I think we need to understand where we've been. Web 1, do you guys, like, who's old enough to remember Web 1? It was the era of read-only internet. I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm 45, I'm an 80s baby, and I definitely remember my family receiving the AOL disk to stick into our computer and upload the internet for the first time. I remember that funky do 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 sound as it dialed up. Like, if you're with me, just drop a you remember. And think about the static websites, the early e-commerce, the chat rooms, the big corporations building the infrastructure. You know, you may have remembered email at this time. The users could consume content, but we had no power. We had no influence over it. Then Web 2, Mark Zuckerberg. Before him, it was MySpace, and there's been a few different people try and have a crack at different social media platforms and interactive tools. But Web3 brought us platforms like Facebook and Airbnb. It created huge value and lots of social interaction. And it seemed like it was built for us, but they controlled everything. Facebook controls everything. Your data, your network, your identity, it's all centralized and all owned by them. And this was the rise of platform capitalism. I don't know if you guys have been into the back end of Facebook, but when you start clicking through, it actually gives you reports of what data they use, and you can't switch it on or off. It's you're agreeing by being on the platform, you're agreeing to them using all your data. They are somewhat transparent about it. It's just very hard to find. Then came Web3, the promise of decentralization. So ownership moved into the hands of users through cryptocurrencies, through blockchain, and through tokens. We started to see peer to peer value, transfer, smart contracts, and decentralized apps, but it's still evolving. When I think about Web3, it really blows my mind that blockchain has been around for a while. If you go back and look at any of Gary Vee's podcasts and presentations, he's been talking about blockchain, crypto, tokenomics for a really long time. We've just not utilized them as the everyday person. We haven't had applications to be able to use them, just like they were using the internet and internal emails for a really long time before they opened it up to the rest of the world. Web3 has been using blockchain and crypto for a really long time. Now we get to see what's happening moving forward as we look at Web4. And look at the question mark on the far right. What's next? We're going to dive into what's next because Web4 isn't just an upgrade. What I've learned is that it's a fundamental shift. If you've got any questions, drop them in the chat and just keep letting me know. And if anyone on here could take a note of any of the questions, I'll definitely get to them. You can ask again right at the end. So Web4, we didn't just build another product. And when I say we, I mean the people at the core vision of the Connect infrastructure ecosystem. They've decided that the use of blockchain, crypto, AI should be in the hands of the people. If you agree, just put a I agree in the chat thread. If you believe that these social platforms and your data should be owned by you. We built the world's first social impact platform, and it's built on Web4 technology. It's powered by blockchain, it's driven by AI, and most importantly, it's 100% community owned. So it's owned by us. And I liken this to the example of if you owned your position on Facebook in its entirety, you financially owned it, you were rewarded financially for interacting and participating, you got revenue share. Like, do you believe that that would be better for you, me, us, humanity? Other than the big corps at the top that maybe not such good people doing not such good things with our money or with their money made by us. So this is a platform. Connect Social Impact is a platform where your actions and your data, your attention finally belong to you. This is really exciting. When I say Web4 technology, guys, I mean blockchain with AI, community owned. So like I said on the previous screen, we've had blockchain and crypto and AI has been rolling out. Now, as we move into Web4, I really want this to land for you that Web4 technology is blockchain driven by AI and 100% community owned. So the vision didn't start yesterday. We definitely the people at the core of this, the development team, the people that have been really grinding and working hard to bring this technology together. It didn't just start yesterday. In 2015, we began patenting the foundational technology for something the world's never seen. We've got some of the first Bitcoin miners. If ever you get to see a presentation by Wright Thurston, who has really come up with a lot of the vision, original vision for this space, he was one of the very first Bitcoin miners. He had huge, big sheds over in the States and built massive infrastructure in hardware Bitcoin mining. I was watching something yesterday and he was saying that they mined around a Bitcoin a month, but it was big, it was expensive, it took up a lot of power and energy, it wasn't environmentally friendly at all. And then he decided with the same concept to create something bigger that would give back to the world and create a more decentralized space. An AI robot is what we've created next. This is Blockbot, not controlled by big technology companies like ChatGPT, like Google, Microsoft. Our AI robot is powered by blockchain. And to really get this, like the capacity of this, you need to understand blockchain a little bit. Blocks of data chained together that are immutable. They cannot be tampered with, they cannot be changed. And when you've got transparency at the heartbeat of I feel like this is a better space. If you agree, let me know. A digital being. So we know that AI is becoming a being, a digital being designed to work for you and not spy on you and harvest your data from you. So here it is. This is 10 years later. The future's now here. We've launched this. It's happening. It's real. It's not just a vision anymore. We've now got Blockbot. And Blockbot means blockchain robot, and robot being artificial intelligence. And it's super cute. Blockbot isn't just a new tool, it's a revolution. We feel like we're walking into the internet being started. We feel like we're walking into Facebook being started. We feel like we're walking into even bigger than e-commerce like Amazon being started. We feel like Web 4 and this new social impact platform and the brands, the products, the companies that are on the blockchain being driven by a Blockbot AI robot, we feel this is a revolution. I feel like we're in a time in history now, people, that you will never ever see again. We've now moved into Web 4. AI is now on the blockchain and driven 100% by a community and owned. This is the way we connect to the new internet. So we saw it go from Web 1 to Web 2 to Web 3. Can you get your head around moving into Web 4 and owning your own piece of the internet? Our Blockbot, your Blockbot, our AI robot is a digital assistant powered by blockchain designed to serve you, not track you. All the coding that goes into the creation of Blockbot is about amplifying your life. And at the core, the vision here is to give you back more time, to get you off your screens, away from things that don't bring you joy, back to the things that you love, back to being of service on the planet as a human, to your family, to your friends, to your passions, to the things that you really love, to nature, to really becoming part of contribution and impact rather than a slave to a system that is really only feeding the hands of big corporations. This is the exciting bit for me. This is our gateway. Our little Blockbot robot is our gateway into Web 4, a world where you're in control. So you've seen this before, and I've mentioned it a few times. We've seen this kind of shift before. So I want you to know this isn't just some hocus pocus, scary Hollywood movie type stuff. We've seen this roll out. We've seen new technology roll out. We've seen the internet give us AOL and change how we accessed information. Can you mute, please, guys? Um, we see that our mobile phones, our cell phones, gave us the iPhone. Apple gave us iPhone and changed the way we connect on the go. I remember I worked in real estate and my boss said that he wasn't going to stop using a paper diary until all these different gadgets could do it all at once. And then next came the smartphone, the Apple iPhone. AI has given us Chat GPT. Let me know, like, do you use Chat GPT? Do you use Grok? Have you used the AI in Canva? What AI do you mostly use? We're all using it. And by simple fact, if you're on Facebook, you've definitely used AI and it's been using you. It's changed the way we learn and create. It gives us back our time. I'm all for AI. My problem is who owns it. Now with Web 4 and Blockbot, we get the opportunity to own our piece of AI, own our own data, and enter into the next evolution of the internet. So, Blockbot, like I said, it's your personal robot. It lives on the blockchain and works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So, you imagine an AI that's able to schedule all your time, do your shopping lists for you, and take it bigger depending on how you play in life. Just think about anything that you need to do that takes up your time that you don't love. AI will be able to make that easier, better, if not completely take over doing it for you. Some people are living in a lot of fear around AI, saying it's going to take up a lot of jobs. I agree. I'm not scared of it though, because by taking over people's jobs gives those people back their time. The problem isn't the job, the problem is the money that the job is providing. And here's the opportunity to own your piece of AI that's going to generate you financial rewards. So then you don't need the job that you fear AI taking over. Let that land. Our AI robot is always learning, it's always helping, and it's always earning on your behalf. Like I said, I don't believe people necessarily fear AI. I believe they fear what it's taking away from them in the sense of financial earnings. Who would agree with this? You're not just using this AI robot, guys, you own it. And when this really lands, and maybe now's not the time for you, but if it is, and you can see that AI owned by you is designed to give you back your freedom, create a sense of sovereignty for you, and reward you financially so you have no fear of lack, like, isn't this exciting? I think it's just adorable as well. This is your Blockbot. We've created him in a visual image, and I think, the tech team, we're having a lot of fun with this. If you drop him into AI, you're going to start seeing flood out all over the internet different versions of him. He's our AI engine for Web 4, but it's more than just a bot. A couple of people asked me, is it a bot? It's a living, evolving system that grows with us. It's going to think bigger, better, and more the more data we give it that we own. And this is what big corps are doing. So if you don't own it, they will. Blockbot learns your behavior, your preferences, and your mission. Blockbot earns daily rewards, cryptocurrency, through proof of action, not just speculation. So this is the question I get asked the most. How does this work? So by using your Blockbot, it's mining daily digital rewards that will convert over into a cryptocurrency, and you can trade with them, you can sell them, you can do what you like with them, and we'll go into that a bit more. So it's earning digital daily rewards on the proof of action blockchain. It's not just speculation. You're not just hoping someone pays you at the end of the week. This is all coded into blockchain algorithms. It connects you to other users, projects, and rewards you in the ecosystem. And most importantly, it rewards you automatically every time you show up. So you're not selling, you're not chasing, you're not activating a system. You're not selling, you're not chasing, you're activating a system that does the work for you. Blockbot is going to go to work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It doesn't take time off. And the Blockbot isn't just smart, it's connected. Behind every Blockbot is the Win blockchain, a powerful decentralized network. And the blockchain doesn't just store data, it rewards action. That means your effort, your consistency, and your engagement, it all matters. So, what does this connection to the blockchain actually unlock? Blockbot gives you access to 4 powerful reward systems: mining rewards for powering the ecosystem, learning rewards for growing your knowledge, you get paid to learn, action rewards for engaging and participating. Imagine if every time you spoke to somebody about ChatGPT or Facebook or the next new AI technology, imagine if you earned rewards that translate into remuneration. And sharing rewards for helping others get involved. We're a community, guys. We need people to get involved. This isn't proof of work or proof of stake. This is where you need to know a little bit about blockchain, and I can send you some resources, or you can go YouTube and do your own research. So this blockchain isn't just proof of work or proof of stake, it's proof of action. Every meaningful thing that you do is logged on blockchain. Your consistency builds what's called your win score, and your win rank determines how much you earn. The more you show up, the more you take action, the more you grow and the more the ecosystem rewards you. So think big here. Think every single project, think every action. The more you buy meat from our grow farms, the more you show up on our social impact platform, the more you invite people in to grow our blockchain community, the more you get rewarded. Beyond daily rewards, there's four major ways to earn. You get transaction rewards every single time someone takes action that is linked to you on the blockchain. You earn confirmation rewards when your blockbot verifies others' actions. You earn block rewards based on the impact created by your network. So think social media without all the ads, without all the whinging and moaning and negativity. Imagine a space where you just came to see positive impact on the planet, how farmers are doing, how we're doing rescuing children from human trafficking, how we're going paying people's power bills. And you get node support rewards tied to your win score and the revenue of the ecosystem. Imagine being paid a revenue share for every single dollar Facebook makes. It's actually really simple. I can understand that this might be blowing your brain, a lot of new information, but it's quite simple when you start to understand the foundations. You don't need to be an expert to participate in this space. You just purchase and activate a block bot and take consistent action in the ecosystem. You watch as you earn rewards every single day. I don't know anything easier than this. This is designed for everyone to win as long as you show up and engage. So, what can you actually do with your rewards? Good question. You can share them. So, you'll see me, I'm giving away so much of my win rewards to get people started, to give people a feel. Why do I do that? Because I get when I give, and I know we need to take action, and I know we need to bring people into this ecosystem to make it viable. We need a new world. We need a new community of big heart centered people that have giving and contribution at the core. We can share them. So you might want to give them to somebody that needs a boost. You can swap them. You can access real liquidity. I've bought a new car selling my rewards. I went on a trip to Europe selling my rewards. Sometimes I pay my bills and my expenses selling my rewards through the crypto ecosystems. You can save them, hodl them, because over time they might be worth even more. Look what Bitcoin did. I'm not making any promises or guarantee, but look what Bitcoin did. And you can multiply them, take more action, earn more rewards. Remember, this is just the beginning, and the ecosystem's growing, and our options will too. Think of a world where we don't need to use fiat currency anywhere near as much as we currently do. And who knows, maybe down the track, our children and their children might not even need to use the government controlled inflated fiat system. Maybe we'll be able to trade internally using our own native crypto system. This isn't just a concept, it's already happening. You can have a look on CoinMarketCap and you can see all our projects and you can see their tokenomics going up, going down, all over the place right now. Like I said, we're new. We're now the fastest growing AI blockchain ecosystem in the world. Let that land. Look at these numbers. With over 41,000 block bots, across 165 countries. And I know this number is now outdated as of yesterday. It's changing and growing daily. Over 1 trillion transactions and 560 billion in mined rewards. This is real traction, guys. This is really happening. It's not a theory. I'm not just sharing an idea with you. This is happening. And let me know if you're on this call and you're currently participating in this space, just drop a I'm in Connect. So one more thing I want to share with you guys. The more people that connect to this ecosystem, the more powerful your blockbot, your AI-driven robot becomes. Just like Facebook, it would be pretty boring being on Facebook or Instagram or ChatGPT if there was only a handful of people involved. Because it's not just an AI, it's a networked intelligence that grows stronger with community. Every connection you create adds value, not just for you, but for the entire system. So I know a lot of you here really want to see us move into a different world, give power back to our farmers, trust that our kids are eating real grown food, trust that children can stop being trafficked and suffer, you know, trust that we can have control over our own energy and banking systems. I know a lot of you are here for that. I don't know another way we're going to move out of the current system, the matrix, into something new, unless we step into an ideal world where AI is owned by us. I think that's the ideal. Coming soon, we're unlocking the next evolution of AI. So this is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Not just another assistant like ChatGPT or an AI bot or an agent owned by big tech, owned and controlled. This is something entirely different. We're building two kinds of decentralized AI models. So those of you that don't understand this language, just go with it, take a photo, do some research, go ask ChatGPT. That would be ironic. One is a large language model, exactly like ChatGPT, but owned and governed by a node network. So the people like me and Lisa and my friends here on this call that are already connected in with this ecosystem, we own nodes. We own nodes in a node network that is helping transport data from the projects like our Grow project, our R-Link project, to the blockchain, kind of like a cell phone tower, a mobile phone data tower, transports the Wi-Fi and the data signals. A software node that we own transports the data to the blockchain. It's the only way it can get there. And most of the time, that's owned by big tech corporations. We own this in this community. It's trained by the community. Our AI robot's trained by the community, and it's for the community. This is people over profit, guys. If you take anything away from this call, this is how we change from profit over people, which is what I believe Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, to people over profit. We want you owning this. The other is a small language model, a lightweight version that you can self-custody. It'll be private, local, and personal. It lives with you, it learns from you, and it works for you without sharing your data with anyone. Are you starting to see this isn't just AI? This is a decentralized intelligence, and it's how we go from artificial to personal sovereignty. So what does that actually look like in action? I'll give you a look at how Blockbot actually works. Let me walk you through it. Missions, actions, sharing, and the learning all in one place. This is where the magic happens. When you connect in and get a free Connect account, totally free, you'll start to be able to see this ecosystem in action. You'll have access to what looks exactly like what's on the screen, a Blockbot report. You used to have to go into the blockchain through all sorts of funky websites and look at all sorts of funky data. We've made it super simple for you to start participating in the blockchain. This report, the Blockbot report that you can access in three simple clicks going into the Connect ecosystem, is a full analytics reporting dashboard for everything. It looks quite simple, and I love that they've made it so simple, but it's very technical information that's otherwise quite challenging to find. So we're making it super user-friendly for the everyday person. This gives you data on earnings, and from earnings to activity, node value to performance. It's all here transparently in these reports, direct linked to the blockchain. You can track it, grow it, and optimize it. This is your command center for making impact and getting rewarded for it. This is WinPay, our proof of action reward system. So like I said, you earn crypto, you earn tokens every time you take action and anytime people that you introduce to this ecosystem. So imagine again, every time you invited a friend to participate in social media, imagine if you got rewarded for that. Like, you get to decide, is that a Ponzi scheme, or is it just the way the world works? We're community based. Do you know that Uber drivers built Uber? They didn't get paid to do that. And I believe they're going to sell them out and they're going to have driverless vehicles. So the people who built Uber for Uber on behalf of Uber that didn't get paid to do that, they're going to be the ones that miss out. We're changing that. Every single person that comes and participates in this ecosystem doing good things, creating impact, gets rewarded for it. These aren't hypothetical numbers, guys. This is a screenshot from a real life back office report. Can see mine like right now. They're transparent, it's trackable, and it's paid in real time. This is what decentralized rewards look like on blockchain, not behind any closed doors. Learn to Earn. It's powered by blockchain. It's our education space, a weekly earning mission center where education meets action. My daughter's doing this, my partner's doing this, I'm doing this, my friends are doing this, my family's doing this. We're all starting to learn about blockchain, Web4, and AI, and we're being paid for the action of doing that. You can complete simple lessons every week, super simple. If you've done Learn to Earn, let me know in the chat thread, and apply what you learn and get rewarded. It's the new way to grow your knowledge and your wallet at the same time. Your Blockbot comes with a built-in self-custody wallet. If you know anything about crypto, if you don't have your keys, it's not your crypto. Someone else owns it, just like your bank account. They can shut it down and freeze it at any time. So I'm giving away free self-custody wallets where you get to play around, and I'll even give you some free crypto to pop in there so you can see how it works. So if you're keen for that, let me know. This means that you're not relying on centralized exchanges or third-party platforms. You store your crypto, your rewards, and your NFTs safely, privately, and on your terms. Because real ownership, guys, it starts with self-custody. Right now, the Win market is sitting on a moment of unrealized potential. You can go to CoinMarketCap, you can find all the different tokens, you can find the Win token. You'll see that it's right now magical unicorn dust. But the blockchain is live, the infrastructure is proven, and the rewards are flowing. The market hasn't caught up yet, though. If you look at Bitcoin, the story's familiar. At one point, it was trading for cents, under 3 cents for a really long time. And today, look at it, over 100,000 US dollars and a household name. Within our own ecosystem, one of our very first projects 8 years ago, Gala, started at zero. Early node operators received millions of tokens, and at its all-time high, Gala was at 87 cents. Many saw significant value simply by helping power that network. Now, like I said, no guarantees here, guys. We're not saying history will absolutely repeat itself. Nothing's guaranteed. But what we are saying is the foundations are here, the right brains, the right technology, the timing is on point. And like any other moment in tech history, sometimes value isn't fully realized until much later. So that's where we're at now. We're at unrealized potential. The world hasn't woken up to this. It's why we're doing these calls daily. It's why I'm screaming from the rooftops looking like a mad woman, and my friends are doing the same, having conversations, getting all up in your inbox. I'm really passionate about educating people so you can be a part of this unrealized potential now, rather than seeing Bitcoin at 100,000 US dollars and wishing you had have got in. So we're giving away 1 million Blockbot minis, a baby version of our Blockbot. Each is valued at 500 US dollars, and we're giving them away for free. I'm happy to give you one, and my friends here on this call are happy to give you one. As part of this viral invite launch, we need new members who join the platform, and they'll automatically receive a Blockbot mini. So nothing to lose. Sign up. Get your free account, have a look around, jump into Learn to Earn, get some free crypto, get a free Blockbot mini, and start having a look and participating in this ecosystem. There's nothing to lose. Existing members who don't yet own a full powered Blockbot will also be included. So if you're on this call or you know somebody that's already got a Connect account but hasn't bought a Blockbot a node yet, let them know. We'll give them a free Blockbot Mini. Why are we doing this? The same reason why AOL gave everybody discs every single month until they got in and activated their AOL internet. The same reason why the App Store gives away free apps. Yes, there's a catch. We're building a community of node owners that own their own AI blockchain infrastructure. The Blockbot Mini, the free little Blockbot, the baby Blockbot, gives you 30 days of hosting rewards activation. We're footing the bill for hosting it, so you earn a fraction of rewards daily. You own your own digital you profile in the social impact platform. You have access to learn to earn, the analytics, node slots, and AI tools. We're just about to launch. I'll be surprised if on my next call next Sunday, I'm not telling you that we've just launched our own version of ChatGPT. And you'll want to upgrade. We believe you want to upgrade to the full powered Blockbot for $2,000 US. Why? Because you'll want to participate. When you fully understand, you'll want to participate in earning rewards daily and having ownership in this ecosystem. Get into the winner's circle, get into the owner's box for $2,000 US now. So whether you're starting with the free mini or going all in, you can see the unrealized potential, and you're the kind of person that loves some risk, loves to take a chance, loves to back yourself and get in on something that's a big deal for the infrastructure of the future. This is your opportunity. So you can take a screenshot of any of these things. Now, if you're smart enough to see that buying a Blockbot is the way to go, each full powered Blockbot that you own multiplies your reward. I'm super blessed that I've seen this, and I own a lot of Blockbots. This isn't just stacking, it's exponential growth. You can see here on the slide that as you own more Blockbots, and we're going to cap them at 5 Blockbots. The reason why it jumps from 4 to 6 is because when you own 5, you get rewarded for 6. We amplify that for you. Owning one Blockbot gives you full access to the system. And like I said, owning 5 gives you 6x rewards potential. Thanks to the built-in multiplier effect, it's not just 5 times the impact, it's more than that. Right now, you, me, all of us that are smart enough to jump on these calls and start to learn and start to explore and ask questions, we're in a unique window where there's no limit to how many full Blockbots you can purchase. Like I said, I'm blessed to have a lot of these, but that's not going to last forever. Soon you'll have a cap of only being able to buy 5 because we want the ownership of these Blockbots far and wide. And this is to maintain balance across the ecosystem. So if we started to have one person owning millions of these, we become more of a controlled space with one person or a few people owning the most Blockbots. And that's not how we want it. We want this to be distributed far and wide. So those of you that are really feeling this and can see the potential here and understand what's going on, to maximize this infrastructure, we would love to invite you to take a look at purchasing a Blockbot. This isn't just another software or marketplace. This is the foundation of a $1 trillion transformation across industries. Guys, you are going to now see, like because of your RAS system at work in your brain, in your neurology, you're going to start to see Blockbot, nodes, AI, Web4 showing up everywhere in your reality. And we are disrupting, blockchain is disrupting trillions of dollars of business infrastructure. From AI to energy, from data to finance, this is the infrastructure for the next level internet, Web4. And for the first time, regular people, not just institutions and big corporations, can actually own this. At the beginning of this presentation, we talked about broken systems, controlled systems, energy, food, healthcare, finances. These are real problems affecting real people. Don't even get me started about human trafficking and the suffering on the planet. Inside the Connect ecosystem, we've partnered with and built powerful projects, like I said, Grow, Farming and Agriculture, Rally Blockchain, which has R-Link, and we've just launched Pixar. We believe these are the Zoom and the TikTok killers. We're going to move into Airbnbs. We've got green energy. And these are projects all working to solve real world problems. From, like I was saying, from agriculture, decentralized communications, finance, we've got switch banking, making everybody on the planet bankable. Next generation energy infrastructure. These are solutions built for the people, by the people, and we need your participation. This is so far from just being about money, guys. Yes, we understand everybody needs money. We need to have money to be able to pay for things. But what if we could step into a new world and together create something outside of the system? Blockbot is how you get involved. It's your access point. It's the keys to your sovereign kingdom, your guide, your way to learn, your earn, you grow, and you directly participate in the solutions that matter. When you activate your Blockbot, when you host it, excuse me, on the cloud, you're not just joining a platform. You're stepping into an ecosystem that's rearranging and re-imaging the world and helping drive real change one action at a time. This is your moment. You get to own your own Blockbot, not just a product, but your personal AI built for purpose, ownership, and reward. You get to build your Web4 future, not just watching the future happen. You're helping build it. You're being a part of something new on your terms. And you get to shape the next era of impact. I know for me, this brings up a lot of emotion because I want to leave this human experience having made change. I don't want to leave the world a worse place than I got here. I really want to be a part of something that is new, that really creates some impact. Because I think when enough of us take action, that the old systems really don't stand a chance. So I'm excited to have shown you today that this is Connect, this is your AI Blockbot, and this is where it all begins.